Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from stampyourartout.com. I teach paper crafting and I share my passion virtually by live streaming to Facebook or YouTube using an app called Switcher Studio. And I'm back with my third video in a series of 4. This one is titled Switcher Studio Basics. Once again, a big thank you to Switcher Studio for sponsoring and endorsing this video and the 3 others in this series. If you didn't catch the first 2, the links are below in my video description. So now that you've downloaded the Switcher Studio app on all your devices, you've set up your equipment and your recording area, you've got your script and your supplies ready to go, let's learn the basics of Switcher Studio and record. So this is the list that I shared last time. And I'm just going to focus on the top 2 sections right now so you can take a peek at those. First of all, charging your devices, make sure that they are fully charged or that they are hooked up so that you don't run out of juice while you're recording. Also, make sure that your devices are all connected to the same Wi-Fi or it won't work. All your other devices too, make sure that those are off or they're disengaged. They're just not, being run. That will help you with your Wi-Fi and your strong connection. Also, make sure that you have your sound off, your Do Not Disturb on, and the brightness up on your devices. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that. So it is April 2021 as I'm recording this video. If you're watching this a few years from now, a lot of this might be outdated, but for now, this is what is working for iOS devices. So I'm going to go to my settings, my system preferences on my MacBook Pro, my laptop, and I'm going to click on displays and I'm going to make sure that the brightness is up. Now you can do that on your keyboard area as well, but I just wanted to show you where that is here. And then I'm going to click on notifications, and what I've done with my Do Not Disturb is I've made it go from 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. So I don't want any disruption. I don't want any dings going on. I also turn off my sound on my laptop. Again, on my keypad area, you can just click on no sound. I'll do that right now so you can see what that looks like when you hit that keypad area. So that is all set up for live streaming or recording. Now on my phone, I'm going to go to settings and I'm going to go to my display brightness area. I'm also going to turn that up because I want that to be nice and bright. And I'm going to go to my Do Not Disturb area and I'm going to turn that on. So it's ready to go so that nobody can make, if someone's calling me, the sound isn't going to come through. Now you could have your, on the side of your phone, you can turn it so that you have the ringer go off, but sometimes you still get dings and notifications when you're recording, or your phone will actually disrupt your recording if you don't turn on the Do Not Disturb. A call can come through and all of a sudden you lose connection with what you're recording. So make sure that the Do Not Disturb is on for that, and for your iPad, which I'm speaking into right now, but it works the same way. It has these same type of buttons on it as your iPhone does. All right, now we're looking at a different view. I'm actually showing you my iPad. This is the control center device that I use when I'm doing my recordings, whether they're live or pre-recorded. This little spot here on the iPad is where the camera is, so I want to make sure that I'm looking at my camera, but I also can look at my buttons on my device while I appear to be looking at my audience or at the camera, if that makes sense. So what else does this device do? So besides having a camera on it, it's got the ability to bring in your cameras, figure out which cameras you're going to have as active sources. You can also click this button and that shows you where your recording is going to, whether it's going to be Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch. You can even do custom RTMPs, and you can go to none, which is where I'm recording right now because this is not a live recording. This is one that I'm doing pre-recorded so that I can make sure I show you all the fanciness of it all. Then we've got this button, and this button gives you 2 different choices, or 2 different things that you can control. So the effects, basically. You can control the way your cameras transition from the preview screen. So this is the preview screen. This is what people wouldn't be seeing when I'm doing a recording, and this is what people would be seeing when I'm doing a recording. So because that's the live one. So that's my transition. It's going to do a little twist action here when I move from here to here, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then this is the multi-view option. So right now I have it on picture in picture, but I switched it to grid. So this is showing picture in picture, which I like to use a lot because my head's really small down here. It's not in the view of all the fun cards that I'm sharing, but people can still read my lips if they're hearing impaired or deaf. They can still see my reactions. And then this here is the grid view. So I'm going to click this preview to live button right here. And you can see how it twisted, it did a little twisting effect and brought my preview into my live. And now you can see both cameras, but in my multi-view, I've got the grid instead. So if I want to go back to the other thing, I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these cameras. Right now they're highlighted in red. They've got a red outline around them because they're both being used in the live area. The live area shows in red, the preview shows in blue. So I'm going to click on this one and watch what happens to the outline in that camera. So this camera now is showing blue and red because it's also in the preview area. And then I'm going to click my face again. You can see it's doing the same thing because I did not change anything yet. So I can go back to here and click picture in picture. And I can also change the way it's going to transition. So let's say I want to just do cross dissolve, which is kind of a smooth transition. I can go from preview, so both of them are red and blue, so they're both being shown in the preview and in the live. And now when I click this preview to live right here, that's this button, it's an actual button, you're going to click that and you can see it smoothly went over, it cross dissolved into the live screen. Now let's go ahead and click on a different camera. So I'm going to choose this camera down here. This is only seen in my preview because it's got a blue outline around it. And then I can click on my head again. I can even adjust the size of my head if I want my head to be smaller. So watch, preview to live. So kind of fun. I'm going to set this up one more time. And I'm going to click on, let's do wipe. I don't know what wipe is. Let's check out wipe. I always use cross dissolve. Oh, there we go. So now you can see that these two cameras, again, just have a red outline because that's what's showing in the live. I don't have anything in my preview. This device also controls overlays, things that I have see, I've got overlays down here too, and I've got my cameras. So this here is actually like a separate little camera thing that I've got that is not an overlay, but I can click on that and have that move over to that screen if I want. I can click on this though. This is actually an overlay that goes directly into my live screen here. And they kind of can overlap each other. So if I want to build them up, this one I can click next, and then this one, and then this one. But be careful because when you take them away, then they kind of show like the last one. I mean, you probably just want to hit one at a time. So you hit one, and then you take it away. And you hit one, and then you take it away. Okay? But I'll talk more about overlays in the 4th video. So now you know what people are seeing versus what people are not seeing that you are setting up. Transitions, we kind of talked about those. They're so fun. You want to play around with those. And you can play around with them when this is not recording. Right now you can see that I've been recording this section of the video for about 6 minutes. And this button, if I click this, that will stop the recording, which I don't want to do while I'm doing this right now. But that will turn to red. Okay, the red button will show. When it's red, you're not recording, if that makes sense. And location, let's just go back to location here. So if I want to go to Facebook, I can change, see right now this is non-clickable because I'm actually recording. But if I was not recording, it would be a brighter white, kind of like these are, and I would be able to choose one of these and set it up. All right, let's go back to cameras for a minute. So I have a couple iPhones on here, and I have my display on my MacBook Pro. And then I've also got my iPad, obviously, which is the control center going on. I could bring in the camera that is on my MacBook Pro. So by clicking here, I could also bring in another camera showing a view from where my laptop is sitting on my desk. You can see that down in here. I'm going to shut that off. So, but here you can see that I've got a camera, this camera here. I'm going to zoom out for a minute. That is sitting up above my iPad. So it's up on top of my, if I can show you that way, there, you can see my face. It's up there and it's going down onto my desktop, and I can zoom in and out. You saw that setup last time. You can see with this camera here, this is the one that's extra. This is my extra iPhone. I normally don't use two iPhones, but I had to have one that was behind me here so that it could show my iPad and how all this works. I could use that extra iPhone or iPod. It's actually an iPod because it's not working anymore as a phone. But I could use that as an extra camera if I wanted to show a different angle on my desk, or maybe another desk area in the back of my studio area where I wanted to go over there and show something. So you can bring in multi-cameras, but I typically just use 3. So I use my iPad, I use my iPhone, which looks onto, oops, right there, looks onto my desk, and the iPad is right here. And then I typically will also bring in my, my laptop. So why do I need my laptop screen showing? Sometimes I want to draw prizes, and so I will display the names of prize winners on my screen. I will also, like, I can show my website and where to find things on my website, where to find my store. I can put up supply lists and measurements for my viewers to screenshot. Those kinds of things. Maybe there's a promotion going on. So I love having those 3 main cameras. We could get fancier. There's lots of other buttons down here. You can see this actually scrolls. There's some buttons for adjusting, you know, all that kind of stuff. Exposure, white balance, blah, blah, blah. I don't have time to do that during my lives. And yeah, I'm not that tech savvy. There's other things too. I don't know what that does. But I'm showing you what I know. You can bring in video chat people, some guests and stuff. You can have a scoreboard. You can do something with auto switching your cameras. You can take polls, and obviously I don't have a poll going right now, but you can take polls. You can see comments. Now this is one that's very helpful. This here, it looks like a little thought bubble. That one is very helpful when I'm doing a Facebook Live, because then I can, there's usually a button just like this one here, load polls. I can load my comments when I'm doing my Facebook Live, and I can see people's names coming up and what they're saying. I can do that in my Facebook Lives in my page, and I can do that on my group. There's a difference though, and I'll show you that soon. So now I'm using the video recorder on my phone so that I can show you getting on a Facebook Live, okay, using Switcher. So I'm going to flip the camera around. So you will want to watch video number 2, and then of course what I've shared already on this video to get everything set up and ready to go for your live. You of course want to have your cameras connected. I've got my display on my MacBook Pro right in here. I've got my iPhone right here, which is looking at my desktop, and then I've got the camera on my iPad. I've also got my transition for cross dissolve. I've got my multi-view for picture-in-picture. In fact, let's just test that to make sure the screen is the right size. Okay, and now I'm going to click myself out of here so I just see what would be in the live screen. I'm going to bring this into preview and click preview to live. This is where I'm going to start, and then I'll have my face come in next. So let's go to cameras and let's click on Facebook. We're going to go live to Facebook. Now it's going to remember where I went live last. And it's, oh, except I've been playing around with it. But normally I would have to click this little button up here and click choose new destination. And then I could choose my page. I'm going to go to my business page first. And I'm going to put a title in here. I'll just put in practice and practice live. Just so that we have a stream description and a stream title. We're going to click on test speed. That is going to take you through the process of just making sure that your Wi-Fi is connected in the right way. It's testing the download speed. It's going to test the upload speed. And then we need to click this orange button that you see down here. So once that is done, we're going to scroll up. We're going to click create live stream. Now you're not going live yet because we haven't pressed that red button. Okay. It is ready to go. You can see the title is in here. You can see it's clicked on Facebook. I'm going to move over to my comment button now. Okay, I want to make sure that my comments are ready to load. And let's quickly double check to make sure that we've done everything. We've got everything connected. We've zoomed in. We've got all of those little zooms and picture, all that stuff set up. Documents open and ready. Oh, plug in the mic. If you have a mic. Okay, here we go. And now I'm going to click the preview to live button. And here we are, we're live. And I don't know if anyone's going to join us, but this is a practice video. And if anyone is watching the live, we would love it if you would chime in and say hello. Your name will appear in our comment section so that we can see who is commenting. And I thought I would even show you some of the cards that we are going to have on my YouTube live tomorrow. So you can see I'm clicking these buttons in the background. This is all they can see right here is me standing next to my camera. Okay, and if I focus on looking at my iPad camera, then they'll notice that I'm talking to them. So I'm going to move to the next screen. You know what? I might have to reload this. Hang on a minute. We're going to go back to comments. There we go. There's Julie. So Julie has said hello to us. Hi, Julie and Bonnie. Thank you for chiming in. So you can see how the comments are scrolling and they allow you to see the comments in real time. This is everybody who is on my page right now checking in and seeing what I have to sneak peek for them tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this camera in now. So right now they're just seeing my face. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Janet. Oh, you guys. Hello. Thanks for playing along. Hi, Brina. So I'm going to click this preview to live button now. I'm doing a training video. So you're going to be in a training video. I hope that's okay with you. And so now they can see the annual catalog. I don't have anything in my preview button, so nobody knows, nobody knows. So I don't know what I'm going to put up there next, but I could maybe have something on my computer ready to go, or I could have my face. So I'm going to share with them the cards, just a peek of the cards that I'm going to show on my YouTube live tomorrow. So welcome everybody. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Ernie. Hi, Julie. Oh, that's Ernie Joanne. I'm guessing that that's a combined name for Facebook. Hi, Bonnie. And I love that they're sharing where they're from. This is awesome. So I used to do my lives every Wednesday in my page. And I love that the comments were right here on my iPad so that I could see them. That is one big plus to doing the Switcher Studio lives in a Facebook page, okay, compared to a Facebook group. So they can now see the beautiful cards that I'm going to demonstrate tomorrow. I'm also going to be talking about the in colors, the new in colors, and these are them, everybody. We have Fresh Freesia. Oh, this is going to be a test to see if I can remember. Fresh Freesia, Soft Succulent, Polished Pink, Evening Evergreen, and Pale Papaya. I'll have them memorized for tomorrow. And so I'm going to walk them through how to make one of these cards. And then I'm going to show some other new products that I was just able to get, showing, here, I'm going to click this new comment thing here, showing the other products that I was able to get in the new in colors recently. And so I'll introduce all of those to them. And then I'm going to have some fun ideas with the Elegant Punch, the new punch that comes with this Elegant Suite. I'm totally not scripted for sharing these things with you today, though, everybody, but I really appreciate you chiming in and saying hello. And I would love for you to make sure that you go to the events part of my page and click on the most recent event, which will be tomorrow, so that you can see the link for the YouTube video. And if you click on that link, you don't have to do like a refresh or anything. All you have to do is just go to YouTube with that link. Go there like even 15 minutes before, then go grab yourself a cup of coffee or whatever, and be ready to, it'll just show up right on that same screen. That's one of the beauties of YouTube Live. Plus, everybody can join in. You don't have to just be on Facebook. So I hope that you will all join me. And now I'm going to actually bring this into the preview screen so that they can see that next. I'm going to say, make sure you visit my website. See, I can put my little overlay on there. And I'm going to take that off and I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. You played along so well with me. Thank you so much for helping me with this training video. All right, bye-bye. And then I would click this, and that's what they would see on their screen is my little logo. And then I can click this button again, and that will turn it off. What time tomorrow? Oh, thanks, Janet. I can see your comments still. 11 a.m. Central Time. All right, see you guys later. And see, now it's ending the video. So nobody can hear me anymore because I have clicked that little red button and turned it back to off. Well, now they can't hear me anymore. And I'm just going to go ahead and click out of this. And you can see here that I got 9 likes in that short amount of time and 6 loves. I didn't answer Marsha's question, but I could go back in on a Facebook comment and actually reply to her. She asked if I have to sign in for YouTube. Okay. On YouTube Lives, I can't actually go into YouTube afterwards and reply to them, but we'll talk about YouTube on the 4th video. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out and I'm going to restart it. So I will come back in just a second. I'm going to close everything down. I'm going to restart it. And the reason why is because the comments are still going to be remembered if I just go and try to do a live in my group. So I actually have to erase the comments from this section. All right, so we're going to restart. Use a switcher. We're going to click on this. We're going to actually go to the cameras. I can see it right here. I could click share this device, but I can also just click here and click allow. And now I'm going to turn it upside down. I've hooked it into my stand and I've added my charging cord. And I'm going to click on that that camera and zoom in a bit. Actually adjust it a little bit. Okay, and now, oh, this is my camera of me. Hello. Okay, and now we can bring back the display on my MacBook Pro if I want to use it. Oops, there we go. Now you can see it. All right, so I've got all 3 cameras working. I'm going to go back in and click on my transition and my picture-in-picture for multi-view. I'm going to test my multi-view and click out of those 2 cameras. I'm going to bring this up and then I'm going to bring that up. So I'll be ready to do the live in my group now. Okay, so we're now going to go to our outputs, and we're going to go to Facebook again, but this time when we go to this screen, I'm going to show you what it's like to connect in a group. So it's remembering the last place I went. I am going to click this little button up here, click choose new destination, click group. You can also go live in your timeline. Pretty cool, huh? So now I'm going to scroll through, here it is, Stamp Your Art Out group, and they will be surprised too. Let's just call this practice, and we'll give it number 2. How does that sound? Practice 2. Oops. Test speed. So now anybody in my group who's, on Facebook, they'll get a notification that I'm live in the group and they will be able to join in on that live. You'll want to make sure that you click this create live stream button. There we go. Click live stream. So now it's going to be set up. It's going to say practice 2. It's ready to go in Facebook and we're going to click live. Okay, and I'll be ready to upload those comments, but the comments are going to be different this time. All right, so we are now going live into the group. Now, if I was wise, I would be quiet right now because all they're seeing is this little screen here. So normally I'm really quiet during that time. I'm going to click preview to live and I'm going to say hello. Hello to anybody who is watching me in my Facebook group. We're doing a practice/training video for my Switcher Studio app. And so if you're able to comment and chime in, your comments are going to be shown on this little training video. So I appreciate that so much. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up this other camera here, and I'm going to click Preview to Live. So this is now what they see on my desktop. Everybody, these are the cards that I'm going to share tomorrow in my YouTube Live. I'm going to walk you through how to make one. I'm also going to talk about the new in colors and some of the newer products that I was able to get on a second pre-order because some of them weren't available right away. And so I'm going to show those on the YouTube Live tomorrow too. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to comments, and we're going to see if any of the comments, let's see here. Oh, maybe nobody's in my group right now. Oh, there they are. Okay, good. There are some people, but do you notice this? That people are saying hello, but it just says Facebook user. So that is the difference between going live in your Facebook page versus going live in your Facebook groups too. So these people are saying hello to me, but I don't know exactly who they are because, again, my little control panel here is only saying Facebook user and it doesn't say their name. And I bet I know a lot of their names. So now what I'm going to say to them is, and I should be saying this to my groups when I've done this before, but I keep forgetting. Would you all be so kind as to put your name before your comment? That way I'll know who's chiming in and saying hello. So let's see if that worked. And sometimes there's a delay too. So as people are saying hello, we might get some people who heard that little tip and they're going to write their name and then they can say hello or where they're from or what they're doing today as far as crafting goes. So we're just going to go ahead and wait to see if there's a couple other comments come through, and then we can actually say hello to the person's name. So if you're going to go live into a group, make sure that you're requesting to see their names. Jean Maxwell from Arizona. There we go. You could have your computer off to the side and you could have, you could bring up that live on your another device and then just kind of go back and forth from seeing those comments and showing what you're showing on your actual projects. So again, for those of you who are helping me with this training video, thank you so much for chiming in. This is the card style that I'm going to share in my live tomorrow on YouTube. Make sure that you visit my Facebook page. Let's see if we can pull that up here. Is this it? No, that's shop. See, I don't know where these are. Oh, this is it. Those are the kinds of mistakes I make all the time when I'm doing lives. So visit me on Facebook. Go to Stamp Your Art Out with Rachel, you guys, and go to the events section of my page. And then you will be able to see the link for my video that I'm going to be doing on YouTube tomorrow. All you have to do is click on that link, and you can even do it like 15 minutes before if you want to. Then go get a cup of coffee or some snacks or whatever, come back, and it'll be on that same screen. You don't have to do a refresh or anything. So I'd love for you to come back, check out the new in colors, check out the wonderful punch. I'm going to show you some fun punch ideas with this, and some of the new products that I was able to pre-order. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little guys off of there. I'm going to go to this screen. Oops. We're going to go to this screen. That's the only screen that's in the preview because it has blue around it. I'm going to click Preview to Live, and I'm going to say, now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. And I'm going to click this. And that will go to a blank screen that looks like that for them. So they don't see me here. They only see this. They can hear me talking though. So you want to make sure that you're quiet when you go to that end screen if you're going to have one like that. And I'm going to click that stop button. Thank you all. Bye, you guys. All right. Now, if you want to, you can even see your video that you've done. You can scroll through it. You can listen to it if you want. You can also access that video by going up here, going to your recordings. You can see all the videos that you've done. So these are all little clips that I've done of past videos. Now you'll eventually want to clean these up because these videos do take up space. So we're going to go ahead, look at those are the ones from my first video. So I'm going to go ahead and click select, and then I can go ahead and click on them, or I can click select all. But once I've selected the ones that I want to delete, I can then click the trash button and it will get rid of those 4 recordings. Okay. Notice I clicked those other buttons and now you can actually see me talking again. So this is the longer of the 4 videos, and I apologize for that. I do want to share with you though how to delete videos from your group or Facebook page. So we're going to move over to my Facebook page. You're seeing the construction side of it. So when you're in your Facebook page, you're going to go to your, you can either go here and click the little 3 buttons here and click delete post if you want to. So there you can see my actual practice live. So I can delete it here. I can also delete it by going to, I believe, my video section. That is my latest live here, and I can delete it from this section too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Yes, and now it won't show up on my actual page. I'm going to go back to my group now, and in my group I can access my video again by scrolling through the latest posts, or I can go up to my media and click in videos. And there it is right there. And I can click the delete button in that area too. Okay, we're now going to go over to another area on Facebook, a group that I'm an admin for. And we're going to go to the settings area, and we're going to scroll all the way down to where it says apps. We're going to click on that pencil icon, click the word add apps, and then it's going to come up with hundreds. They're in alphabetical order, so what you can do is go over to the search and just start typing in switcher, and when it comes up, you can click on it, click the word add, and it will show up now as an app that is in your group. So now you can do lives as an admin with the Switcher Studio app. You're set to go. We're going to go to Switcher Studio now. I'm going to log in quickly, and I'm going to show you the dashboard, what it looks like when you log into your account. This here, if I click on see more videos, this is a place where it's kept all of the Facebook Lives that I've done. And so right now I can't share the practice 2 because it is deleted, so it's gone. But any of my other ones that I haven't deleted, like let's say the prize peony center step card, let's say I want to share that again with some people, I can go here and quickly find all the videos and grab the links that I need. My goodness, there is so much to share, and I'm sorry that this is a longer video than the first 2. But I hope it has helped you out. Yes, you can do so much more. I'm going to give you a few more tips in the 4th video, but you are ready to roll. So if you've watched the first 3, this one and the other 2 before, you can do it now. I know you can. All right, so my last Switcher Studio sponsored video, and by the way, thank you so much, Switcher Studio, for sponsoring and promoting this one and the other 2 that I've done so far. The last one will cover a few more things like adding and using overlays, and then how I go live in YouTube. So are you ready to give Switcher a try? Awesome. So be sure to start your account. You're going to go to switcherstudio.com, and you're going to click on their 2-week free trial. And then once you've got that started, you're going to add the coupon code Rachel30 for a 30-day free trial, which is going to be so worth it. What a great way to give this app a try. See if it'll work for you. I love it, and hopefully you will too. You can see the code along the bottom of my screen, but you can also find it in the description below this video. Yay! Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to let you guys all go, and I will see you in the last video for those fun extras. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.